Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Payne. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
The give out of the gun. That's a foul on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
They'll get him on the ground at at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Black. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Yeah, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Payne. There he goes. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 45. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. Wide open downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it! Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The play action fake. Unloads to the right. Not the big tight end on the corner route. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Brooks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna let it fly. It's caught. Oh, a lot of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A little release to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Arizona runs out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off-play action on first down. Buys a little time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
From this spot on the field, that will be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll pull it, breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Baker. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Finds a little space. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Southern. We'll keep you updated on...
Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Arizona! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jet. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. The 10! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Going right to work up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No.
Makes a grab for a big play. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Wildcats racing to the line in a hurry up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. Snapped it in the shotgun. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's paid. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. But a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Hamilton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Arizona in a hurry.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock... Oh, he's got some space. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Arizona right back to the line. The offense changing the play. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Arizona. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And that is why they're called the Handstand people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for it all. Snags it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Ford. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Arizona comes out with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Grab near the marker. It's Hamilton. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine with it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got a man. It's Baker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out route. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in on the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Arizona in a hurry. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Brooks. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazy...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab. Touchdown, TCU! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's paid. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Under fire. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's in Arizona.
Quarterback may change this route. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.